Once upon a time, there was a little pig, desperately trying to make a good intro for his new survival video. He worked day and night on a mod pack, capable of creating awesome looking Minecraft movies. After multiple days of work without sleep, he was finally finished and pleased with his work. Now the only thing left to do is to, well, find a transition to the video. So there was a man, and he said, "You gotta build a castle," and then I built a castle. Yeah. Good day, my fellows, and welcome to the 9th episode of our survival series. And yeah, we are really close to the 10th episode, which is actually really great, and we have achieved a lot of stuff in that time. So today I want to build a castle. Yeah, none of you expected that, did you? So I want to start with our final base for this series. And yeah, as I told you in the last episode, this house is getting really small, and it's definitely not big enough for all the projects that I want to complete. So this is why we want to move out. And so I've been thinking about where we want to move, and I think actually that this area suits us really well. I mean, a 100 by 100 area, and this is about it. There's just a like whole bunch of terraforming that we have to do, but yeah, we have a little like a hill, which is really cool, so we have an elevated area, and we still are really close to our farms and stuff like that. So I actually think that this is an ideal location. So yeah, I want to build a castle today, and also, as you know me, I have been preparing a lot in order to build this castle. We're going to start with like the wall around it, and then we're going to build the rest of it. And here's a picture of that, and as you can see, we're going to need a whole bunch of stone bricks and a whole bunch of spruce logs. So what I did is, well, I gathered a whole bunch of spruce logs, also some dark oak log, and here is a whole bunch of stone, cobblestone, and all that stuff. Also some andesite and gravel in here. And as you can see, yeah, I dug out a whole chunk, and on top of that I used that to yeah, get this some spruce wood. So we should have enough to at least finish the first wall. So yeah, as said, that is what I want to do today. And in terms of other goals, I actually think that I only want to build an automatic cobblestone farm. I already have a design by Mango. Of course, this time his channel is going to be linked in the description. I hope I won't forget it like last time. So yeah, we're going to build a cobblestone farm, and I think that the terraforming of a 100 by 100 block area and one wall is going to be enough effort for one episode. So this is going to take an insane amount of time, so I don't want to like have a third ginormous goal again too. So this is more like a building episode, but in the next episodes, of course, we're going to focus again on farms. So yeah, with no further ado, I say let's go ahead and build the cobblestone farm to get that out of the way, so we are able to yeah, start building the castle. So the whole farm is now completely built up, and it is working really well. I already tested it, so let's hope that it still works. And I bet it does. So yeah, basically what is happening that the lava and the water make cobblestone, and the TNT duper dupes the TNT, and it's going to make the cobblestone explode. And as you can see, we are going to get a whole bunch of cobblestone out of this, which we can also smelt to use for our castle. So this project was a complete success. Again, big shoutouts to Mango, and also to Too Many Skills. He's the guy who made a tutorial about this farm, though the design is by Mango, who also has a world download for that in his video. So go ahead and check both of those guys out. And yeah, well, with that being completely successful, I'd say we should start with like the castle. And as always, I have been preparing again. So before I started to work on the wood farm, I was again a little bit of farming. So I farmed a lot of grass blocks and also some terracotta, because the roofs of our castle are going to be made out of terracotta. What I also want to do is next episode build a cacti farm. because we are going to need a lot of green dye, which we don't have right now. And yeah, so this is why I'm also going to build the tower today, but not the roof of the tower. But I really think that I should crack on now the terraforming. And yes, I know this video is going to have a lot of time lapses, but that's just because I don't really know how to like make this big of a terraforming in something else in a time lapse actually, because this is going to take so much time and I can't really break it down to parts like building this farm right there, because yeah, it's basically the same over and over again. There's not at all variation in it. So I'm going to do a third person replay on time lapse. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse. Okay, so I have got to be honest here. I completely underestimated the sheer amount of work I had to put in that. I mean, it didn't take me too long, but it felt like 5 hours. I think it was like 1.5 hours to flatten all of that out. And as you can see, this isn't by any means the terraforming done. We got 1 or 2 mobs spawning in here, and that is a little bit of a problem. And I think I need to light this place just a little bit up. Yeah, so I have to light this up still. I have to, of course, really terraform it, because right now this is just a 100 by 100 grass square. And something that I also realized is that it is not going to be 100 blocks wide, but I think about 120. So we are not even done. We still have to like send this platform in a few directions. So I really hope that I will be able to actually complete all of that in today's episode, but I think so. Going to take me about probably 2 hours to make all of that. And after that we can actually start building the first wall, and probably the first tower, maybe not the second one. So I think I'm going to do all of that today off camera, and we're going to see us tomorrow when we are going to start to actually build this wall. So now we have the next day, and as you can see, it is all properly lit up on the top as well as at the bottom. As you can see, there are no mobs spawning, at least I think. Never saw that. So there are about no mobs spawning. And I also did a whole bunch of terraforming, and you can actually take a look. And I'm actually pretty pleased with how this turned out. I mean, I said all the time I'm not a good builder, but with those like 3 zones that I have right here, of course I want to extend that further out. But it looks pretty natural, I guess. And we have some ores buried in there. We have like grass over here and bamboo over there. And yeah, I think it looks really lovely. So I did the terraforming on this side and on this side. On this side not too much, and I think for now I'm not going to do it on those 2 sides, because no one ever is right here behind that, and maybe eventually I'm going to do it. But what we now should rather do is crack on building actually. I've also been AFKing a lot in the cobblestone farm, and we got a whole bunch of stone, which is great, so we shouldn't have any problems in terms of stone when talking about our castle. And the about like 30 stacks of spruce wood should also be enough. We can actually take a look if I can find the chest. Yeah, okay, so we have some spruce wood right here. Ah, yeah, there we go. So we are going to be able to, yeah, complete the first wall. And another thing about it, I actually got a lot of time left, so we can maybe build even the second or the third wall today, maybe. The towers, I am not sure, at least not the roofs, as said. So yeah, right now the episode is already about 9 minutes long, about 10, and I also want to keep my videos about 10 minutes long, my survival videos, if I can. And yeah, I think if we now start with building the first wall, then we should be able to complete that goal within 10 minutes. So yeah, let's go ahead and build up the first wall, I guess. So basically what is my plan first is to mark out where everything is going to go. So I want to put the lowest line of the wall in, and also the spruce parts, so I know how high everything is and where everything goes. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to get everything in place already. And I think nothing would suit that better than another third-person time-lapse, so enjoy the second time-lapse of the day. So this was actually a whole bunch of work, and I'm actually so happy with how this all turned out. It took so much time to texturize all of that, like to go up and replace all the blocks with other more fitting ones. And yeah, we have the first 2 towers in. I also did some more terraforming, and yeah, of course the first wall is now in. And the roof and stuff like that, I think we're going to do that in the next episode. Also, maybe going to start with the second, maybe even the third wall off camera between this and the next episode, so we have more time in the next episode to do, I don't know, build a farm, maybe a wither skeleton farm, or a big project like that. So yeah, as said, I'm super happy with how this all turned out. And yeah, with that, as said, I don't want to build the second and third wall for today, because I really don't want to build for now, because this was a whole bunch of work, and I'm quite sick of it right now. So yeah, we have done the first wall today. We terraformed a whole bunch. We built a cobblestone farm, which all works super great. Only recording time for this video was at least 7 hours, and time off camera another 5 easily. Also, cutting the video took me about like 2 hours already, and of course I have to cut this part too. So for all of this work, if you would consider to subscribe, that would help me out so much. And if you don't want to, I can totally understand that. I mean, you probably don't want to have my videos all week in your subscription box, but if you don't do that, then maybe consider to leave a like. I would really appreciate that, and this really helps out my channel a lot too. So thanks so much for watching. Especially for watching till the end. Not a lot of people do that in my survival videos. And with that all being said, see you next video. Bye!